Hello, students. So, we are in the next lesson of business studies. So, just a quick reminder we are in chapter 7, directing. And in one of the previous lessons, I have mentioned some of the elements of directing. There are four elements they are supervision, motivation, leadership, and communication. So, we are done with supervision and motivation. Today, we will start with leadership. So, what is a leadership? A leadership is a process of influencing the behavior of the people at work towards the achievement of a specified goal. Now, students, let's say some group of people are working in an organization. So, due to their regular routine job, the employees get tired and decides to give up the job. So that's when a person is needed who will lead them, motivate them, show them the right path, and also guide them to go in a particular direction. So here he is a leader who is leading these demotivated employees. This process is called leadership. That means you influence the behavior of the people at work towards the achievement of the goal. Because without changing their behavior, they will not be able to work efficiently, and this will affect the organization in achieving its goal. So, there are certain elements in the leadership which is important to be present. Number one, it is the process of influence. So, as I already told you, that in leadership, you influence the people to change their behavior. Secondly, the influence is always for the achievement of the common goal. That means, in an organization, achievement of the goal is the most important thing, and leadership is done in order to influence the people for achieving the organizational goal. Next, there must be a minimum of two or more persons present. Influencing your behavior is not leadership. So that means when a person is trying to motivate himself, it is not leadership. If we are motivating ourselves, it is not a leadership. But when one person is influencing another person, it is called leadership. That means two or more people are required to be present for leadership. There cannot be only one person. And the last one is influence should be to get the willing cooperation of the employees and not the forceful cooperation. That means in leadership, you cannot force someone to do something or go to a particular direction. The one whom we are leading should do it willingly. He should not do it forcefully under the leader's pressure. So, in leadership, cooperation of the employees are very important. So, now leadership can be done in different styles and patterns. There are three styles of leadership: autocratic leadership, which can also be called as authoritative. The second one is participative leadership, that is also called as democratic, and free reign leadership or laissez faire. Autocratic or authoritative leadership. This type of leadership can be called as boss centered leadership. Here, the leader completely controls the subordinates. He exercises all the power and takes all the decisions without consulting the subordinates. He does not give any authority to anyone. The leader gives the order and expects the subordinates to follow them. That means he is the only boss and he will do everything. That means the subordinates does not get any freedom of taking decisions or doing something on their own. The second one is participative leadership or democratic leadership. Under this style, leaders takes all the decisions in consultation and participation with the employees. That means he does everything and takes all the decisions with the employees. He does not exercise all the powers. He delegates the authority. While taking a decision, he follows the opinion of majority. He listens to the suggestions, complaints, and the opinions of the subordinates. Here, the employees have the freedom to think and give their own views. And the third style is free reign or laissez faire leadership. This style involves the complete delegation of authority so that the subordinates themselves take the decisions. In this style, leader avoids power. He serves only as a contact to bring information and resources needed by the subordinates. In this style of leadership, the subordinates does everything. They work according to their own wish and take all the decisions. All the powers are with the employees or subordinates only. Subordinates do not get the guidance and support from the leader.